Even the media is starting to talk about that certain Aquaman starlet being removed totally from Aquaman 2. And when you look at the actions of Jason Momoa himself, which she would call betrayal, I'm sure, you'll see him liking her post about the end of the trial, all of that decision. But you know what else you can find his like on? This right here. That's right. Where JD, he talks about how the trial ended, the 6 long years, and finally having justice. Well, if you open up the likes and you start scrolling down, look what you find right there smack dab in the middle of it. One Pride of Gypsies himself, one Jason Momoa. And this is not a guy that would step out against the company that is giving him multiple millions of dollars. This guy, he wouldn't do this unless it was A-okay with those people behind the scenes. Now, you and I, we're going to talk about some behind the scenes chatter today. We're going to talk about what the media is talking about with them saying, hey, I feel like she's cut. And remember, there are people in the media that are saying, hey, you can't cut her. I mean, after all, the public's with her, right? Yeah, if you go to that one petition out there, the remove that certain Aquaman starlet from Aquaman 2, how many people have signed off on that? 4.532 million and counting. I mean, this is fun times. This is fun times indeed. So, hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And you know, when you see things like this coming from the mainstream media, I'm not talking about little sources either. I'm talking about big dogs in the media. What that tells you is that they're expecting that certain Aquaman starlet to be cut from Aquaman 2, and they're picking up on anything because they want to be first there. And you know what? In this instance, I really do think that they're going to be right. Now, I want to be very clear about something too, and I'll bring this part up in just a moment and show it to you. I'm not saying that the rumor that they're talking about is factual. What I'm hearing behind the scenes, though, is a lot of talk about that certain Aquaman starlet, a lot of talk about what the cost options would be if you removed her, how hard it would be to put someone in that role, who exactly you could put in that role to turn around the social tide. And remember, when you're looking at this, remember Warner Brothers didn't want her in this role to begin with. They waited until the last moment to actually exercise the clause in her contract to bring her back. They told you this in their own words. You saw Walter Hamada say it, but they also put it into court filings, saying any alleged delay in picking up her option for Aquaman 2 was due to creative issues in casting her in the role of Mira for Aquaman 2, which were communicated to her agent at the time. And Warner Brothers, they wouldn't have paid her a dime more for Aquaman 2, even if she would have had more time to renegotiate her contract. So they didn't really want her. They brought her in as some type of concession, and they regret it, especially when she drugged them into the biggest court trial of the century. Now, the thing that caught the media's attention is this post right here. And fascinatingly, this wasn't the only post that went around today. You had another one that supposedly was from a Warner executive on Instagram. I did see the account with my own eyes. I didn't see the post while it was up, but I did see the account. It had been established for a while. It had quite a few followers. So that could have been factual, but they had posted something about how that certain Aquaman starlet, their role, it was going to be removed entirely from Aquaman 2. When that started getting attention, when you started having media hitting them up, asking them questions about this, they ended up pulling the statement down. When that attention didn't die down, and of course it didn't die down, they ended up deleting the entirety of the account. And then you have this pop up as well. Like I said, you put all this stuff together, it's fascinating, and especially considering all of the noise going on behind the scenes. Quote here though, and this is from the Comics Kid. I didn't think they would do it. but sounds like they are. The next test screening should be interesting. So they have a snippet from a conversation here. There was a meeting, and all of that certain Aquaman starlet scenes, they will be deleted from Aquaman 2. I guess if they are, I'm going to have to stop calling them that Aquaman starlet, right? But they have a response, no way, really. And then afterwards, they start guessing at how this is going to happen. And again, the media, they started picking up on this, which says that they expect this to happen. And like I've said before, Warner Brothers, they've made it very, very clear exactly where they stand with that certain Aquaman starlet. They may have not put out an announcement yet, but if you look at their social media profiles, this is Warner Brothers Entertainment on Instagram, you'll notice they still follow Jason Momoa. There wouldn't be any problem with that either. You expect that. If you scroll down through here, you'll find the Aquaman movie. You'll find so many other people too. Some of them ones you wouldn't think they would still follow, like say Ray Fisher, for example. Guess who they don't follow anymore though? That certain Aquaman starlet. That's right. Now, like I was saying before, the most telling thing that we're seeing, it comes from Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa's actions, which, according to a source that would definitely know that certain Aquaman starlet, they see this stuff as a betrayal. Remember, Jason Momoa decided he would follow JD. He followed him when he got on the stand. He didn't unfollow him when that certain Aquaman starlet got on the stand and said all of the things about him. And even though Jason Momoa liked what she said in the aftermath of the court decision, look what he decided to like as well. This was the statement by JD. Quote, 6 years ago, my life, the life of my children, the life of those closest to me, and also the lives of people who for many, many years have supported and believed in me were forever changed, all in the blink of an eye. False, very serious and criminal allegations were levied at me via the media, which triggered an endless barrage of hate content, although no charges were ever filed against me. It had already traveled around the world twice within a nanosecond, and it had a seismic impact on my life and my career. And 6 years later, the jury gave me my life back. I'm truly humbled. My decision to pursue this case, knowing very well the height of the legal hurdles that I would be facing and the inevitable worldwide spectacle into my life, was only made after considerable thought. From the very beginning, the goal of bringing this civil was to reveal the truth regardless of the outcome. Speaking the truth was something that I owe to my children and to all those who have remained steadfast in their support of me. I feel at peace knowing I finally accomplished that. Again, Jason Momoa feels comfortable enough stepping out, liking this, showing support to this, knowing exactly what she would do if she had any clout left. If Warner Brothers wasn't through with her, do you think that would happen? Absolutely not. Oh, man. Anyway, let me know what you think about all of this. As always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work. Check out the links in our description, too. We have a shirt, Plant Your Flag with Victory. I love that thing. Oh, man, I love so much those shirts. Check those things out. And you, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Sub, share, all of that. And until next time, see you soon.